but you walk around here like you wanna be someone else. Oh, 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 girl, I know you know it, but you're fine, so fine, fine, so fine. Oh, 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 girl, I'm gonna show you that you're mine, oh mine, mine, oh mine. Treasure, that is what you are, honey, you're my golden star. I think you make my dreams come true if you let me treasure you, if you let me treasure. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Prettier, 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 you should be smiling. A girl like you should never look so blue. You're everything I see in my dreams, and I wouldn't say that to you if it wasn't true. Oh, 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 girl, I know you know it, but you're fine, so fine, fine, so fine. Oh, 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 girl, I'm gonna show you that you're mine, oh mine, mine, oh mine. Treasure, that is what you are, honey, you're my golden star. I know it can make my wish come true if you let me treasure you, if you let me treasure. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You are my treasure, you are my treasure, you are my treasure. You are my treasure, you are my treasure, you are my treasure. Yeah, you are treasure, is what you are, honey, you're my golden star. I think you can make my wish come true if you let me treasure you, if you let me treasure.
Thank you very much to Megan there for such a great cover of Treasure. Now, this song came about quite quickly. I asked Megan, after we'd played a bunch of songs together and filmed a few videos already, what was one of her favourites? What was just an easy, fun one to sing that she really enjoyed? Treasure was her answer, and then I came up with a quick way to play it, which is in the original key, and that's what I'm going to be showing you now. But I just wanted to preface the rest of this video with, it's important to remember that when you're doing a lot of practicing and a lot of rehearsing with music, you have to find ways and remember to keep it fun and have some things that are just fun and spontaneous. You have to come up with something that just makes the session fun, especially when you're playing with other people, which sort of is the reward sometimes for all the work you're putting in with other songs or techniques that you're learning. So this song can be played by beginners, and we can show you a capoed version, but I'm going to show this first of all with bar chords, I'm afraid. This would be the first chord in the song, which is for our cover and the original key as well, so you could play along to the original recording. This is a B flat bar chord at the 6th fret, and this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to play it to the original. I did 7 because it just sounded a little bit better than when we were doing, so my cover starts with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're on to the next chord, and you always have a pause between every one of these chords. So don't worry too much about changing. We're at the 4th fret for the next chord, and it's a major bar chord. I would then slide down 1 fret, and it's a minor, so we would take this middle finger off. This would make it a G minor chord. F minor, which is the toughest one to ring out, that's at 1st fret. Back to G minor, and then finishing on C minor. Now the basic 4 chords, if you don't want to slide between them too much, would be A flat, down to that F minor, G minor, and then C minor. Notice I've moved my first finger up a little so that this thickest string doesn't ring out just on that last C minor. If you need more help with bar chords, you can find that link in the description where I've got a full free video teaching you how to play these kind of techniques. What I'm doing is sliding between these chords and using that G minor, kind of like a passing chord or a passing note, mimicking the bass line, which I would also do here with a little finger on that B flat note, and sometimes I go up to that B flat chord, but that's a little quick. And that just gives that rhythm. This is a feel song. There's no real strumming guitar part in this song, the original version. It's all about trying to get the groove of that. Oh, whoa, I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine, fine, so fine. And that would be the entire song. The only time it changes was when it kind of goes back to the beginning again. I'm on there. Oh, oh, oh. So that's a B flat chord, basically mimicking the intro. Oh, oh, oh. Treasure, that is what you are. You're my shining star. Can't remember the lyrics. Make my wish come true. Option there. That is the bare bones of the whole song. I'll work through that a little more in a second, but I just want to show you a capoed version, which I also have a chord sheet to, which is linked to the description. There's a chord sheet for this version as well. So you can choose your version, but if we put a capo at the 3rd fret, the chords suddenly become... This is an F to D minor, E minor to A minor. Give me your attention, baby. I gotta tell you a little something about yourself. With a passing note down to E minor, D minor, E minor, with a quick G. Oh, wow, I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine, fine, so fine. Oh, wow, I know that you don't know it, man, you're mine. Oh, that would be a G chord. Treasure, that is what you are. You're my shining star. That is one great option, as I say, both chord sheets that I would, be looking at there if you want to see lyrics and chords together. They are linked to in the description of this video. Another option with these bar chords is you don't have to have your first finger always in this clamping motion. We can do what I just did there with the F, which was more like this, which is holding down exactly the same notes. It's just using a technique where we're only barring the thinnest 2 strings, and this would mean that it's much easier when we go for the G minor and the F sharp minor. It's much easier for this note to ring out. That's the key. When we're doing it this way, a lot of people really struggle to get that 3rd string ringing out, and that one is muted. If you want to do it in this fashion, typically some people just have to move their first finger up just a little bit, just a very small bit, and you're just making sure that the string doesn't catch in that crease in our fingers. If it does, just adjust it. Sometimes you can adjust it down, but for most people's hands and fingers, just up a little bit makes the F minor, that one, ring out a little more. The G minor as well. You can do that for this chord as well, but moving it down a little bit is easier. All these bar chords ring out so much easier and so clearer on electric as well, and you could just use a clean sound on your electric guitar, and it's a lot easier, it has to be said. If you're doing it on acoustic, this option, which I think I demo just halfway through the cover, you can even do it for this chord as well. Hooking over that thumb just to mute. I've been muting both of these strings, okay? And you could go between that that way and this way. And that just really means that you're resting your hand a little bit, but while you're playing. It just enables you to get to the end of a 3 or 4 minute song that uses all bar chords a little bit easier. Varying from this grip to this one, it's just an option. It's entirely up to you. Both are completely valid. The other thing that I'm doing is when I strum, sometimes doing what we call chips. So you have chips or French fries that you eat, but this is a chip which kind of gives it a reggae type feel, or adds, for us this is just adding a lot of percussion and feel. Okay, and what I'm doing there is resting my hands or relaxing my fingers, but staying on the string, staying in the same position. And for most of this song, my fingers don't really move, it's my arm moving down. It's so important to remember that these fingers are actually staying in this kind of shape all the time. Even on the major chords, we're just lifting it slightly, and even on the C minor chord, it's actually in the same position, just like this. I hope that enables you to play along to me and Megan at the start of this video. Remember, you can slow the video down a little bit if you would like to, using the cog feature on YouTube. You can play along to the original or have a sing-along yourself, whether it's with a capo or without. That is how to play Bruno Mars' Treasure on acoustic guitar. More help in the description and on the screen now, more great tutorials. And I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.